Let's talk about writing scripts. Right now, I'm working on a short film called If You Can Read This, You're Dead, but I started using Fountain for writing my scripts when I was working on my science YouTube channel, Beanstep. Screenplays or scripts have their own ways of denoting things, or their own syntax, and Fountain built on top of that and basically just lets you write without having to worry about text alignment or margins or any of that silly stuff. Fountain is not an app, it's a markdown syntax. I'll explain that more in a second, but if you just want to get started, just go to afterwriting.com. You can write a screenplay from your browser. If you're on your phone, check out one of these suggested apps. Just to be clear, this isn't like a paid promotion or anything, this is just how I write my script. So, what do you need to know to get started? Well, there are 4 main parts to a script: scene headings, transitions, dialogue, and action.
Scene headings start off a scene. They're all caps and they start with int or ext. That denotes whether the scene takes place indoors or outdoors. Then you have the location, optionally followed by a dash and the time of day, like day, night, or evening. Transitions are also all caps, and they're how you get from one scene to another, so they always end in 2:. Examples would be cut to, pan to, or whip to. These are optional, and if you leave it out, the default assumption is just a standard cut to. Dialogue, obviously, is when the characters are speaking. Now, character names are all caps everywhere throughout the script, but dialogue looks like just a character name followed by a line of text. This is what that looks like.
Action is pretty much anything that doesn't fall in those other 3 categories. Action is what is happening and what the characters are doing.
It can also include cues as to how the characters are feeling, through body language or through straight up just saying how a character is feeling.
And that's pretty much it. You know everything you need to know to start writing your script. But I said I would explain Fountain a little bit more. So the awesome thing about Fountain is that it's just text. When I say it's a markdown syntax, that means that when you're viewing the plain text like this, it still looks like a screenplay. But when you open it in an app that supports the Fountain syntax, it automatically sees these patterns. It sees the character name in all caps followed by a line of dialogue. Or it sees the scene heading that starts with int and is all caps. It sees those patterns and automatically formats it for you. So when you're writing in Afterwriting or any of these other programs that support the Fountain syntax, you don't need to know any fancy hotkeys to be able to format something correctly. You can just write. Anyway, that's how I wrote my short film. Follow if you want to see some more of the creative process, and look at the description below for a bit more information on Fountain and how to start writing.